Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of VEU TV with VEU Magazine. And this week, I have a very special guest with me. Her name is Mrs. Lyndsey Walker. She's a publicist, and I'll let her go ahead and introduce herself to you all.
Hello, I'm so excited that you guys are having me. So yes, my name is Lyndsey Walker. I am the CEO and lead publicist of a PR firm called PR Mentality. We work with entertainment, beauty, and lifestyle brands with the main purpose of helping them get into the media. I'm also the founder of a movement called PR Girls Do It Better, and we help to inspire and empower women in business, whether you're currently in business or whether you aspire to be in business, and also millennial entrepreneurs who have a heart for being in the public relations industry. So
interesting. So you got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
To talk to us about. So first things first. So for those who don't know, tell us what a publicist does and how did you get started in it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's like one of my favorite questions. So basically, the job of a publicist is to help spread awareness about a person's brand, whether it be service-based, whether it be product-based, and, always to make sure that they're represented in the best light. As far as how I got started, so I've always had a love for writing. I thought I wanted to be a journalist, but I was in a minority journalism program in high school, and one of the categories that we could choose was PR. And so I was pretty interested in it. So I was like, let me see what it's all about. And I fell in love with it. It was where I learned the fundamentals of how to do a press release, how to put on a press conference. And then from there, I majored in it at Jackson State University, and I did, internships, and then from there I started my firm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Now, what are some, because I know especially you're here in Atlanta, and a lot of people say they're PR, and and some people might not, fully know what it is, but what are some misconceptions that people have about what a publicist does?
Yeah, so I think that's another one of my favorite questions, because I love to kind of just break it down and dispel the myths, and the misconceptions. So one is that, your publicist is supposed to help book you, like let's say you're an artist or an author, that your publicist's job is to help you, get performances or get speaking engagements. That is not actually a part of the job description. Some publicists and some firms do it because as an added service, but it's not the end all be all, nor is your publicist supposed to help you get sales directly. Your sales from your PR campaigns comes indirectly because it's our job to open up the doors so that you can sell yourself. So let's say if you're an artist, or even if you're an author, and your publicist gets you on Good Morning America or gets you on Essence, then that's a door, right, for you to tell your story and for you to share and create the lane of making sales that way.
Interesting. I definitely think that's good because, like you say, some people think that you're gonna make them a whole lot of money and all this stuff, and then they still have to put in the work too, and their brand, to really bring those customers. So talk to us about that, and I guess some experience that you have as a PR. How important is it as far as branding yourself, making sure that you're still, even though with the PR rep, you still have to present yourself in a way to where people want to, even do business with you or do an interview with you. So tell us, I guess, some of your experiences with that, and what are some do's and don'ts you can tell your future clients, business owners, artists, whatever, about that?
Yeah, so pretty much in terms of, working with the publicist and still having your own brand, you have to remember that PR is a collaborative effort. It is a collaborative effort. So you work with your publicist, as you were saying. So when it comes, when you think that you're ready for a publicist, number one, you need to have a budget. That's first and foremost, right? You have to have a budget, and it should be allocated for at minimum 3 to 6 months. And then, you also need to have your materials together. So your visuals, your photography, if you are a product-based business, like let's say you're a fashion designer, well then you need to have your website up, you need to have your bio done. Now sometimes your publicist can write your bio for you. So it's not, you know, that's kind of hit or miss, but you definitely need to have samples of your work. You need to have your lookbooks together. You need to have your designs together. You need to have, you know, the creative aspect of your brand has to be in place. You have to give your publicist something to work with, and it has to be newsworthy, right? Because that's what's going to help it to move as far as when it comes time for us to pitch the media or do a pop-up shop or an event or whatever the case is. So it takes both the publicist and the client to mesh well together to build and create an awesome brand and PR campaign.
Right. Okay. Now tell us about the PR Girls Do It Better weekend. Tell us about it, because I know this is your first year doing it, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so tell us, tell everybody about that.
Yes. So, PR Girls Do It Better weekend. We are so excited about it. It's August 5th through the 7th, actually in the Roswell area. And it is basically bringing all types of women in business together. We have an amazing lineup of speakers. We have myself, we have Renika Ann, and basically it will be 3 days of, you know, just learning more about how to build a brand, how to invest in your brand on a budget, because we realize that for startup brands, that definitely is key. You need to know how are you going to invest and where you're going to allocate your dollars. So that's definitely going to be something that we're going to hone in on. The other thing, so we're having the empowerment panel on Friday. We're having the branding workshop on Saturday, and then we have kind of like our branding brunch on Sunday. So we're super excited about that. And it's also me celebrating the fact that PR Mentality has been in business for 4 years. So we're excited about
Congratulations.
that. Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. Now tell us, so what can people expect to gain from the weekend? What should we look forward to?
So definitely our sole goal and our sole purpose of this weekend is for anyone that is a current entrepreneur that may be experiencing burnout, or if you're an aspiring entrepreneur and you're just like, oh my gosh, I have so many ideas and I just need to get them out. By the time you leave the conference, it is our goal that you'll be refreshed and renewed. If you're a current business owner, entrepreneur, or if you're aspiring, that you will just leave like on fire. Like you'll learn so much. You'll be able to network with like-minded people. You will be able to have your own support system, if you will, because a lot of entrepreneurs don't have that, especially when they're starting out. People don't understand the vision. Well, you are in the room with women that understand what it takes to be successful in business, no matter what the industry is.
Right. Okay, definitely. So I'm sure everybody out there that's coming, make sure you get your tickets. Where can they purchase tickets to the weekend at?
Yes, so you can get tickets if you Google Eventbrite and just PR Girls Do It Better. We have our $95 flash sale, so you can get them on Eventbrite. You can also get them on Ticketleap. So it's prgirlsdoitbetter.ticketleap.com.
Okay. Now I want to talk about, because I know you're actually doing the event with other public relations reps in the area as well. So I want to talk about that, because I know a lot of times, especially as women, you know, we can be kind of catty and competitive, especially women in the same industry. So what was it like, or how important was it for you to link up with other publicists and putting this event together?
It was extremely important. Most of the women that are on, speaking, whether they're on the panel or whether they're doing the workshop or whatever the case may be, we have a personal relationship, and so it was important for me to reach out to them, because these are women that are amazing in their own right. like Kelly, she has been on WeTV. Then you have Alicia, she's worked with some amazing artists like K. Michelle and Trina. And then you have, you know, Renika, who's awesome, definitely a staple publicist here in the Atlanta area. And so it was extremely important for me to be able to, like you said, show that women can work together, that we can collaborate, that we can lead. You know, there's no competition. There's only room for growth, and there's enough room for everybody to eat and to do what they have to do. So we're very excited about that.
Okay. And then now kind of a question to stem from that, even with you working with them, what separates or differentiates your business from other PR reps in the area?
Yeah, I think that for me, you know, there are some amazing publicists in the Atlanta area. For me, I love like working with international clients. Like we've worked with clients in the UK, we've worked with clients in Canada. You know, I love focusing on just different aspects of PR. So whether, you know, you have a beauty product or whether you have a film, like right now we're working with, she's also a keynote presenter, but Tressa Azarel Smallwood, who is a publisher of life-changing books. She's published 141 books to date, and now she's in the process. Yeah, so she's in the process of turning her books into movies. And her first film, she's the executive producer of, called Secrets the Movie, and it'll be out in theaters this fall. So, you know, doing different projects like that. I have a passion for beauty. I have a passion for the entertainment industry. So really just kind of getting my hands in the passion projects and things that really, really are able to make a difference and that are still in alignment with my brand, because I'm all about women empowerment. I'm all about encouraging people that desire to be entrepreneurs, that you can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. You know, it definitely is a journey, but it's worth it.
And I think that's definitely important for upcoming entrepreneurs to know, like you were saying, it's okay to still work with other women, other people that's doing the same thing that you're doing. But of course, you all still have your own separate brands, and it's up to you to really, you know, market yourself and bring yourself to where somebody want to do business with you. So it's not necessarily competition, you know, but everyone still has their own lane that they're in as well. So I want to ask you, what is some advice that you would have for, I guess, upcoming publicists?
So number one, know your craft inside out. You know, if you say that this is something that you want to get into, do your homework. Okay, know what a press release is, know what a media kit is, know the, you know, what it takes to pitch the media, know the rules, like study the craft. Study the craft and know it. And then also stay dedicated and stay committed, because it definitely is a journey. Especially if you're starting out, if you're, you know, just an intern and you want to venture out, it can be done. But it's all about you building relationships. It's all about you, you know, maintaining those relationships and not being afraid to really truly go after what it is that you want to do.
Okay, and then what do you say? Because I know even some people with being a publicist, they think, oh, I get to work with celebrities, I can work with this person, that person, and they probably don't realize how much work actually goes into being, you know, publicist and late nights and all of that. So what do you say to that person?
Again, you know, I think it's just a matter of, if you say that you want to be a celebrity publicist, do it. However, like you were saying, understand that it's going to require late nights, that it's going to require, you know, you getting up early in the morning, that it's going to require you being on call, especially with celebrities. I mean, look at what's going on in the entertainment industry with, you know, Keisha Knight Pulliam, so many different people, Kelly Price, you know, so you have to be on call for those things, because you never know what's going to happen. You know, so understand that it may look glamorous, but it's not. It is not. It is a very, it's a job that, you know, is sometimes thankless, because people don't understand how much work goes into it. But you get your gratification and you get your joy from knowing that you helped get someone to the next level.
Okay. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the business side of being a publicist, because that's definitely important, those numbers, because, you know, when it all comes down to it, it has to make money. It has to make sense. So tell us about, you know, people starting out, people that might want free services, or people, you know, give us a little bit into the business aspect of it. And like I said, for those upcoming publicists who might not know, they, you know, they may have people come to them on free work and free this, free that. Talk a little bit about that.
Okay, so this particular answer, I have to give twofold. I'll give it first from what I know now, and then I'll give it from what I didn't know. Okay, so as a publicist, it's not enough just to know how to do your job on the PR side. You have to be well versed in business. Why? Because if you're starting your own firm, you're starting from scratch, right? So you have to think about where you're going to get your clients, not only where you're going to get them, but how you're going to get them. And that takes a lot of work as well. You have to pitch clients. Like for me, I was very blessed in the aspect that most of my clients come from social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you know, and they come from referrals and face-to-face interaction as well. But you have to come up with a strategy. So where are you going to get your clients from? How are you going to get them? What materials do you have? Do you have case studies to show? People are going to ask you these things, especially if you're talking about charging people $2,500 or even $1,500. They are going to want to see how you measure up, right? What have you done? So make sure that you have a portfolio. You may need to take on a free client while you're working a 9-to-5, or a free client while you're trying to figure things out. However, when working with free individuals, I would say this: don't do it for a long period of time, maybe a month. You know, do a press release for someone pro bono, do a media kit for someone pro bono, maybe try to pitch them and get them 2 placements pro bono, and that's it. Do not take on any long-term projects pro bono. Do not do it. And those are things that I wish that I knew when I first started. You know, and the fact that if you're working your business full time, of course, you know that you have to budget, because number one, you're an entrepreneur. Number two, it's what you're doing full time. And number three, you have bills to pay, right? So you definitely want to make sure, add up your budget, figure out what it is that you need. Once you figure out how much money you need, then you can figure out, okay, well, this is how many clients I need every 6 months in order to sustain and be okay and still have a little coin in the bank left over. You know, so think about those things. And the final answer is this: your mindset in entrepreneurship is everything. You have to go in knowing that you can make it. You have to go in knowing that you're going to thrive, knowing that your business is going to flourish. You can't allow yourself to be defeated, even if it looks like no client wants to work with you, even if it looks like, oh my gosh, they went with another PR firm, right? Do not compare your journey to anyone else's journey, and know that, you know, if you've done the work, if you've done the due diligence, things will start to overflow. Mindset and having faith is everything in entrepreneurship.
That's true. Great advice. Great advice. And even myself as an entrepreneur too, I can definitely relate to a lot of stuff you were saying. And a lot of people, you know, like I said, they go into entrepreneurship not knowing what it is that they're getting themselves into. And then really in any field, public relations, me being a designer, author, I mean, anything, there's going to be some sacrifices you have to make, struggles, and, you know, it's going to be a lot of work you put in. So definitely great advice. And lastly, any final words that you want to say to people out there? Any last words about, just to kind of sum everything up about the PR weekend, and just being a publicist in general?
Yeah, well, definitely, first and foremost, I want to encourage everyone out there that if you have a vision, if you have a dream, stop sitting down on your ideas and just go for it, right? Study, do your homework, do your research, but go for it. Don't allow fear or negativity or not having a support system to get the best of you. I would also say, you know, definitely if you are in the Atlanta area, or if you can get to the Atlanta area this weekend, you definitely don't want to miss it. The same type of energy that I've had during this interview is the same exact type of advice and energy that will be going on this weekend. We will have food, we'll have little gift bags. So you guys, it's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. So make sure that you join us again. You can get your tickets for the flash sale, which will be ending tomorrow. You can just Google Eventbrite and PR Girls Do It Better, or you can go to prgirlsdoitbetterweekend.com. prgirlsdoitbetterweekend.com.
Okay. All right. And where can we find you? Somebody wants to book you. Is there publicists? Give us your social media, email address, all that.
Absolutely. So you can email me at info, that's INFO, at Lynn, LYNNPRmentality.com. You can also follow me. I'm on Twitter, Periscope, and Instagram at LynnPRmentality. And then you can follow the Instagram page for PR Girls Do It Better at PR Girls Do It Better.
All right. So thank you for all of your words of wisdom. Definitely, it was good getting to talk to you, getting a little bit about what you do. And I'm sure our viewers definitely learn from you as well. And thank you all for tuning in. My name is Adrena Martin Tolbert. I'm a creator of VEU Magazine here. And I want to say another thank you to our special guest, Miss Lyndsey Walker, for joining us. So I'll go follow her on her Instagram, Facebook. Hit her up if you're ready to start that relationship with her, as her being your publicist. Just reach out. Everybody have a good night. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.